Hello and welcome, my Pisces collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to our timeless true love timeline reading. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, Pisces Moon, professional Twitch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 different books with a third one on the way. The first one is called Spell Ingredients. The second one is called Words of Grace. Words of Grace does have a Kindle version available, as will Spell Ingredients. That is in process. You can find the original versions of Words of Grace and Spell Ingredients in 2 different places. First one, my website, drawingthecircle.com, and our digital shop, as well as our digital shop on patreon.com/drawingthecircle. My favorite thing on planet Earth at the time of this recording. The digital shop is really cool. We don't just have the ebooks there, we also have audios and videos that have pre-previews. There we go, free previews. Mercury's not even retrograde. That anyone can check out the free previews and shop in the shop. Some of my subscribers get the ebooks, audios, and or videos automatically when they subscribe, but all of my subscribers get 3 benefits. Number 1, they get a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream like pretty much every single morning. Did it this morning. It was lovely. We chat about the day's astrological weather. We always end with some sort of spiritual practice to send us on our way, and it's the most loving way for me to start the day, if I'm to be completely honest. I love it so much. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extended readings are timeless and relationship oriented, including the path of true love with extendeds, and they're really, really long. If you like detail, I'm your witch. And they also get a significant discount when they book me for a private session. We'll talk about that at the end of the video if you want more info, and it's just the coolest thing I've ever done. So click the link, check it out. You can follow it for free. You can 7-day free trial. So come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you could just call me Mal. Hi, I've been shuffling this deck for a while now, haven't I? So welcome, Pisceans and crosswatchers, my fish family, my mer people. Mer. Let's do some explanation for the new fishy family and their crosswatchers, and we'll get into the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you like. So here we go. What we're doing is a simple timeline, past, present, future. The true love timeline, a simplified version of the path of true love readings, because since I have moved from Holbrook, Long Island, New York to Saratoga Springs, New York, I've been very, very busy. Got a new kitten, got a half-acre of property, and still unpacking boxes. So we're doing this to keep them a little bit simpler, and of course they are timeless. So what we're going to do, past, present, and future, we're going to get 3 Daughters of the Moon tarot cards face down for the heart, throat, third eye, crown, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakras, the internal feminine dynamic, hence the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a feminist goddess-based deck. We will then put the 3 Mythic Tarot for the lower 3 chakras, the solar plexus, the sacrum, and the root, the masculine yang dynamic, looking at ourselves from the outside, maybe us from the inside, looking out at people, places, and things that we are in relationship with in the physical world. And of course, it's a crosswatcher read, so there's a lot of mirroring going on with that. Well, that'll take care of the chakras, past, present, future. Once all 6 are on the table face down, we will flip them over, past, present, and future, and then we will get a whisper from the Whispers of Love Oracle. I consecrated this deck to the higher selves of all involved, so not just the Pisces and the crosswatchers, but anyone involved in your true love timeline. And we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra, because a little mantra goes a long way. Now look, all of my clients get at least one of these cards in a private session. Doesn't matter if it's spiritual counseling or reading, sometimes it's half and half. And I asked them to contact me 48 hours after the private session to let me know how they're doing. And I always ask them, so how's the mantra going? And they're like, oh, I didn't do it. Well, this is your opportunity. Everything else is pretty much divination, but this is a free will choice that you can make to navigate your hero's journey, your healing journey, your ascension path, your spiritual awakening through your relationships, shifting to a more golden, loving timeline than a leaded, fearful one, anchoring the true love that conquers all, the true love that heals all wounds, the true love that breaks all curses, past life, societal, ancestral, and overwise? Wow, I don't know what's going on with my mouth today, or otherwise. And you're not just anchoring that into your electromagnetic field, your chakras and all of that, but also into Gaia's electromagnetic field, helping everyone shift of their own free will to a more golden true love timeline. And look, this might be a romantic read, it might not be. It doesn't matter, and here's why. As we heal a little bit of one of our relationships, all of them shift. That's unity consciousness. As one of us heals, all of us heal. So let's see what hits the table. There's our explanation. Let's do the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I promise I will do my very best to help anyone navigate the golden true love timeline of this lifetime, making the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decision true love choices for the well-being of all. Shall we? Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. I mean business. Still point. My beloved goddesses override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved goddesses, 3 cards face down in clarity, please, for us Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our cross-watchers. Where have we been? Heart, throat, third eye, crown in the true love timeline. Where are we now? Point of power is always in the present moment in the golden true love timeline. And where are we headed if we just make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions in our relationships in the golden true love timeline? Let's get these 3 face down, and then we'll flip them over past, present, future. Okay. I did my hair for you, Pisces. I hope you're happy. Today is actually my mother's birthday, so we're going out to dinner, so I had to make myself look a little extra fancy. Please take a nice deep breath. My beloved gods override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved gods, 3 cards face down in clarity. Simple timeline for us Pisces collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our cross-watchers. Where have we been? That was easy. Where are we now? That one came out easy too. And where are we headed if we just do our very best to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions in this timeless true love timeline? Read. Let's see. Oh, not bad. All right, so let's start in the past here. On the inner, we have the 8 of Blades, and though we're used to seeing the 8 of Blades in Rider-Waite-based artwork as being blindfolded and bound, this is a little bit different. This is Chokhmah. Now, Chokhmah is also one of the spheres in the Kabbalistic tree of life. So she is a desert goddess standing in the middle of a desert, kind of juggling 8 scimitars or sickles or scythes. You choose that as you like. So definitely I would say a third eye and throat vibe here. Maybe you expressed this to the world, maybe you didn't, but definitely sort of juggling what's written on the card, decisions. Now there's a difference between a choice and a decision. I think I'll have another cup of coffee. That's a choice. It will have a consequence. I think I will forget all of this stuff and go raise coffee beans. That's a life-changing decision, like moving from Holbrook to Saratoga. Life-changing big time. And with the Ace of Pentacles, Poseidon here, offering the Ace of Pentacles, there was, I should say, a new beginning here, a seed. Now, Earth on the outside, it is usually a physical opportunity. Maybe you met somebody, maybe you got some sort of message to do something, an event, something that might take some action in the physical world, and you definitely thought about it as to what you chose to do. For a general reading, only you know that. So where are we now? Okay, this has come up before in this position for other readings. We have a zodiac card here. This is Calafia, the Maiden of Flames, Cardinal Fire. That would be the King of Wands. Now, Calafia is the goddess of California, and I would definitely say if you have any planets in Aries, I do. I have Saturn in Aries. A bunch of Generation X's do because it retrogrades and stuff. But even if you don't, look at where you have it in your natal chart. Now, if you know your rising sign, what time you were born, you might not have it in the first house, where people who don't know their rising signs, or their time, I should say, of birth, everybody then sets to Aries first house. Like I said, I do have it in mine, and mine is in the 9th house. So it is about spirituality, right? And I'm very fierce and creative with my spiritual power there in 9th house, ordinarily where Sagittarius sits. But we got our first major arcana card here with the Magician, Hermes as the Magician. And definitely this is about manifestation. Now let's put this together. You have free will, we all do, but we have a limited amount of choices. In fact, A Course in Miracles says the only choice is between fear or love. Like, that's it. Everything else is a disguise or a costume around one of those two choices. So this can be about self-care, this can be about self-love, this can be about self-appreciation, self-approval, self-healing, all of that kind of stuff. But the Magician, when it's a major arcana card, and when I do a chakra reading where I'm not doing one card for each chakra, it really unifies all the three in that zone, and that would be the solar plexus, the sacrum, and the root. So this says you are at a new beginning. So it seems like this Ace of Pentacles has brought us to the Magician, where we're doing, the Danny Terrio Saturday Night Fever kind of vibe there, taking the inspiration down into physical manifestation, but it is the first step. The Magician is the first card of the major arcana, because the Fool is the number 0. It has no numerical value. So, and you have everything you need here to take this forward, but don't be afraid of being selfish. A lot of spiritual healing is selfish, because we can't really heal other people unless we're healing ourselves. And because of quantum unity, as we heal even a little bit, we shift to a different timeline, a healthier timeline, golden true love timeline, and that affects everyone. That affects everything, because we're all one. I know it doesn't look that way. Let's see where we're headed, shall we? Oh, let's. Oh, lovely. All right, well, interesting. The Two of Pentacles on the inner is balance. Twos are always about choices. So it seems like this Ace of Pentacles, and maybe it's in the process of manifesting right now, but we're going to come to a choice. Now, when it's an earth element on the inner, it's about wisdom that we have gained in our journey. Journey? Wow. Our journey, our healing journey, right? Our through our relationships, of a choice. It's like, do I or don't I? Now, this is the bull leapers. I believe this is the forerunner to the running of the bulls at Pamplona in Spain. I don't know that for sure, but that's something that I heard about this, where these bull leapers, these women would run towards the bulls, grab them by the horns, and flip over them as an acrobatic act, right? That takes an awful lot of balance here. And I would say there's a certain Taurus energy in there as well. So whatever wisdom you have gained from this, going from the ace to the deuce, right? The ace on the outside, you still might be chewing on this. Throat chakra is very much a spit, swallow, or chew. What I mean by that is you make the decision and you spit it out, you act on it. Or you swallow it, you're like, I'm not doing this right now. Or you chew on it, right? You consider it, working through that, and that would make sense with the High Priestess, Persephone underground as the queen of the underworld, wife of Hades, between the light pillar and the dark pillar. That's why I've got the light horse and the dark horse there. I'm essentially sitting in the High Priestess place here. Now, just to borrow from Doreen Valiente, if you're familiar with her work, Goddess Rest Her Soul, soft of eye and light of touch, speak ye little, listen much, and you got to admit, that's a Pisces thing. But it also does, again, unify those lower three chakras, going from the Magician, the first card of the Major Arcana, to the High Priestess, the second card of the Major Arcana. So there is progress here. I would also say the intuitive voices of the lower three chakras, where we are and where we're headed, are rather important right now. Solar plexus will tell you when you are about to violate your ethics and your honor code, your personal power. Second chakra will tell you one-on-one relationships if something is right for you. It will grunt. It will go, I've taught that for a very, very long time, and I pay a lot of attention to my second chakra. It's also very much a Pisces vibe there, element of water. But root chakra will tell you if you are safe, fight or flight, flee or freeze or fawn, right? So your electromagnetic field will not connect with the electromagnetic field of the place that you are in physically or the people you are with, and you'll get the feeling, I gotta get the hell out of here. And I live by that. If it's time to go, it's time to go. In college, my friends always left the party when I did because they knew right after I left, all hell would break loose, and that's what would happen. Okay, so the chakras are on the table. I like this. There are no real womp-womps here. Womp-womp, right? In fact, there's a lot of guidance here, but it's inside of ourselves, and because of that Aries card where we are right now on the inner, only we can make these choices and decisions. So whatever the mantra is, really, I would pay attention to it and work it. Let's get a whisper of love, the higher selves of all involved. And there are romance cards in this deck, so let's see what hits the table, shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Still hold. Beloved higher selves of all involved, please override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed by us Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our cross-watchers to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions for this timeless true love timeline read? Take a chance on love. Take a chance on love. It's almost ABBA, which is assonance. By the way, when we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So I could see us absolutely chewing on this. Like, I am a Pisces moon, right? Virgo sun, Pisces moon, Leo rising, Venus and Libra. So there's an awful lot of mental play there with the Virgo and the Libra in my relationships. But where we are right now, if we can just make the choice, right? Take the chance on loving ourselves a little bit more, right? Because, you know, I'm pretty happy in my life right now, but that doesn't mean I don't have down days, right? I'm so tired of this word, but I'm an empath. I have been my whole life. Pisces moons usually are. So I'm feeling other people's stuff, so I never know if it's me, if it's personal, if it's my personal subconscious or the collective unconscious, people next door, something going on the other side of the planet, I have no idea. But nonetheless, the choice to love ourselves is there. So to take a chance on loving yourself, really good for the first card of the major arcana here with the magician, right? To incarnate. If you break up the word, incarnate means to bring it into flesh, like carnivore, carne asada, right? To bring it into your meat, if you will. It's a horrible way to say it, but it does make sense. So there is a risk here. There always is, and that's why we might still be talking about, thinking about it, chewing on it, but not necessarily saying anything. But I have a feeling if we pay attention to those lower 3 chakras, what's called survival intuition, the lower 3 chakras, we will be able to navigate our way wisely and well, which is the best that we can do, I would think. Nakon healing mantra. Let's see which one. Let's ask the Ascended Masters, because I consecrated this deck to them when I first got this deck in 2018. Please take a nice deep breath. Been doing this for a while. Still point. Beloved Ascended Masters, override. The place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, 1 card in clarity, the perfect and precise healing mantra to assist us Pisceans and our cross-watchers to navigate the golden true love timeline of our lifetimes, considering we had a decision to make in the past with the 8 of Blades on the inner, with the Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity that showed up. And right now, we definitely have that Aries energy inside of us. For me, with Saturn in Aries, it's probably about boundaries, and my Saturn return is coming up relatively soon. And with the Magician card, we still have the ability to anchor this, right? To bring in this new energy, to manifest. We have everything that we need in our physical lives, so we may not see it that way. And where we are headed is certainly a place of internal balance, with a choice to make from our own wisdom, taking the next step forward from that Ace to the Deuce, with the High Priestess there really tuning us into our intuition for this timeless True Love timeline reading as we take a chance on love and rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. Yay! Because, you know, Pisces is definitely 12th house collective unconscious. That's everybody's stuff together as one, but we have our own personal subconscious, so that's something that we can heal. That is something that we can do. So, you know, the rewriting the subconscious. So that's why, you know, I don't ignore when I'm not feeling great, right? When I'm feeling ornery or tired or afraid or whatever, I take that opportunity to love myself more, not less, which is a Matt Kahn thing. I love that. He's such a good teacher. Check out his YouTube channel, Matt Kahn, All for Love. It's really, really good. But certainly taking the time to do that, rewriting the subconscious, I think really is a Piscean trick, right? Because we're going to feel it anyway, and whether it's ours or somebody else's, if we're all one, doesn't matter, right? So let's heal this world bit by healing ourselves as we rewrite the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. And look, I was raised just the way I was raised. It's like, well, don't get too happy because there's always another shoe. And that's true, right? But if we can embrace that, the subconscious mind brings us more of the good feeling than the bad feeling. So when the subconscious is rewritten, you are able to feel good on a regular basis regardless of the way life unfolds. Now, there's unconditional love. I'll love myself no matter what happens in the outside world. That's the dream. The reality is within. In rewriting the subconscious, you reverse the gravitational pull of conditioning. Think about that. Those are the ancestral patterns. That is the past life karma. That is the societal who's he what's us that we're dealing with, right? It's a gravity. It pulls us down. So in rewriting the subconscious, we reverse the gravitational pull of conditioning to become more familiar with the virtues of goodness. As goodness becomes more known, the opposite vibration of negativity can become a less frequent visitor in our reality. Thank goodness. A little Glenda for you there. This mantra is ideal for relieving guilt, releasing shame, and finding joy in new beginnings. And isn't that kind of what we see here with this play of pentacles going on here, from the ace in the past and the outer to the deuce on the inner, where we are headed, of course, with the pivotal moment of the magician with that Aries vibe within. So all the cards are on the table. We will now end with a blessimation, a combination of a blessing and a summation. And I pray and meditate before every single reading I do, whether it's for YouTube or for a client, it does not matter. And so I really surrender my will to the divines. I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth anyway. So let's see what happens, shall we? Please take a nice deep breath one last time, at least for this reading. I'm sure you can manage one more nice deep breath. Mer people. Still point. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of us Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and our cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May we be blessed with all that we need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions in the golden true love timeline of our lifetimes, because we were faced with perhaps a life-changing decision and lots of thoughts about it, about a new opportunity that came in. I've met a lot of new people since I moved up here to Saratoga, so there's some potential there, but you know, you got to plant a seed to help it grow. And where we are right now, to be a little higher selfish, to do the self-love, to do the self-inquisition, what a show, no, inquiry, right? The self-healing, the self-improvement, the self-acceptance. It's okay. The self-compassion, really important there as we ground that into our lives. We have everything that we need right now to move forward on the hero's journey of the path of true love with Hermes, the musician. Wow, the words today. The magician, to help us manifest our highest and best reality in the golden true love timeline. Because where we are going, we're still chewing on this, and that's okay. Why rush? Slowly, it's too nice a job to rush. As the bull leapers there tell us to keep our balance as we move forward on the inner, while maybe not telling anybody a damn thing about what's going on inside of us as we become the middle pillar between mercy and severity, the light and the dark pillar here with the high priestess, really paying attention to the lower three chakra intuitive voices and taking a chance on love, because when we start to love, our lives are changed forever, and obviously that's starting within where we are right now in the present moment, so we can rewrite the subconscious, because the more we embrace feeling good, the less often we will feel bad. So, pantheons of the divine, may we be blessed with the true love that conquers all, with the true love that heals all wounds, for the true love that breaks all curses, reincarnational, ancestral, societal, and otherwise. That gravitational pull for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So would it be. So it is. Tingle, 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 tingle. I love doing this. And if you liked this video, please consider hitting the like button, because it tells the algorithm that this is a worthy video, and there's not really a womp womp card in here, so I would say this is a very worthy reading here. If you want more of me here on YouTube, on the Mark Angelo Lyons YouTube channel, please subscribe. I also have another YouTube channel called Mal for short. Mark Angelo Lyons is the business side. Mal for short is my personal side, so I put a link in the description box. I'm taking videos of my cats. I'm going to be doing book reviews and, sort of more of the personal side of me, because I live alone. Why not? And the cats are hysterical. I love my boys. But if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. Just go check out the digital shop. So much cool stuff there. Go watch some free previews and the videos and some of the audios you can listen to, about 2 minutes of the prayers and meditations on there. Remember that my subscribers, a bunch of them, do get those audios, videos, and ebooks. Yeah, that's what they're called, depending upon their level of subscription, but all of them get the daily check-ins. They get the extended readings, and they get the extensive discount when they book me for a private session, and it is the coolest thing I've ever done, right? Yes, you can find all the digital stuff on my website, drawingthecircle.com. I should go that way, drawingthecircle.com, right? But it's really lovely, the opportunity to put my work out there, because I am trying to leave behind a legacy for others to take up where I leave off when I finally leave this world, because nobody's staying in the same body forever. Physical immortality is not Nosferatu. No, Nosferatu. No, Nanette. And certainly, considering we're embracing feeling good, why not? So click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal, and I'm going to be 56 this year in September, on September 6th. Yeah, I know, I don't look at things. Oh, thank you, Saint Retinol. Thank you, Wim Hof Method. Thank you, L'Oreal. Thank you, the goddess Neutrogena and Lancome. So, yeah, absolutely, go check out my Patreon, and certainly, if you would like to book me for a private session, I am available. In fact, I'm taking clients in my house. I have a lovely office downstairs. That's something I will put on the other YouTube channel. We'll do a little tour of that. I'm also available at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs. If you are local, you contact them. You tell them you want a reading with me. They tell you when I'm available. You book it. They tell me you booked it. I come in and I read you. The majority of the work that I do is on a Zoom call. So once I book a client, spiritual counseling or reading, or half and half, I send them a Zoom link. Before the session, they come into my Zoom platform. We record the entire thing. At the end of it, I send them a link. They download it. They tell me they downloaded it, and I delete it so only they have it. And most of that is in the video that I made a year ago before I realized I would be moving to Saratoga, called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. It's a fun video. Makes my mom laugh. It's about 11 minutes or so. And it explains what I charge, why I charge it. All of that information is also on my website, but I just think it's a fun video to do it. And that's why I will keep it up even when I make the new one called Booking Mal, but that keeps getting pushed down the schedule because life keeps changing. Have you noticed? So yeah, click the link, check it out, and yeah, book me if you wanna. And certainly, I love this reading for us. I'll take a chance on love. That doesn't mean I'm giving them my PIN codes. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean I'm going to let them in my house necessarily until I know them better, but I know that I can at least have a good time, as can we all, as we rewrite the subconscious. So thank you. I love you, my Pisceans. This was the best for last. They always save the Pisces reading the best for last because, you know, we have to just keep swimming. Mer. I love you, my mer people. So hang in there. We've got this. I believe in us and I love us. I love you. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed be.